The mind's a work of art, but the brush can get heavy. Time to upgrade. Hit that refresh, reprogram my head. MindShift Mondays, MindShift Mondays. That's where you want to be, because your mind deserves an upgrade.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to MindShift Mondays. I'm Fatima Bey, the Mind Shifter, and I am here every Monday at 7 o'clock to help you to shift your thinking for your own success. So what I do here is I plant thought seeds. So that means that I'm here to give you some wisdom for life. And so I'm not here to just give you 1, 2, 3 tips. That's not what I do. I help you with life wisdom. So right now I am going through a current series called Character Assessment. I don't know how long I'll be going through this series, but it'll probably be for a while because I've only touched on, 8 of them so far. But this is called Character Assessment. So what this series is about is how to assess character of the people around you and how to assess your own character. Because see, some of the biggest mistakes that we make in life are by not assessing the character of the people that we connect ourselves with. So there's 3 different areas of character assessment that I talk about every single week, and that is dating or romantic relationships, friendships, and business partnerships. Because all 3 of these are very important, and everything that I have to say affects every single one of those. So it is, so this is for you to be able to implement in your life. All right. So give me 1 second. I just realized I made a mistake. Sorry about that. Okay, better. All right. It is what it is. I made a mistake. All right. So the character assessment, some of the things I'm going to say might be uncomfortable. Please don't take them as a statement of judgment, because unless I say something specifically that is judgmental, I don't mean it judgmentally. So please don't take things as a statement of judgment. That's not the intention. The intention is to give you some tools to put into your chest if you are ready and willing to assess the character of those around you to make wise choices, and to assess your own character so that you can do something about the things you need to fix, or praise the things that you're doing right, because sometimes it's that too. So again, this isn't about judgment, and for me, I'm less interested in patting your back and making you feel good. I'm more interested in making your life better. So please go ahead and make all the comments and ask the questions you want to in the comments. I will respond at the end. All right. So let's get into today's topic, which is supposed to be on the screen, but apparently is not. So today we're talking about time wasters. And no, we are going to talk about people that waste your time, but we're going to take a deeper dive into just don't let people waste your time. It is bad. Yeah, we know that already. As you know, I like to take a deeper dive into things. So why time wasters are not people that you want to have in your inner circle in any relationship. So let's talk about time. Most people don't think about it this way, but time is actually our greatest resource. Time is actually more valuable than money. You know why? Because you can use your time to make money. You can't use money to make time. Think about that. Time is actually your most valuable asset. It's something that every single one of us have exactly the same, no matter what country you're from, no matter what you were born into, no matter your race, no matter your economic status. We all have 24 hours in a day as long as we're on this earth. What you do with it, that is where the value or the devaluing comes in. So time is the most important asset that you have. And most of us do spend a great portion of our time using it to make money, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to use your time to do more than just make money, because that's also bad. So I want to say this. A person whose values their time is actually wealthier than Elon Musk, the richest person on earth right now. Well, last I checked anyway. I'm going to say that again. The person who who really uses their time wisely is richer than Elon Musk. Something most people don't think about that is the biggest investment you can make is actually your time. When you look at any millionaire or any billionaire or trillionaire in the world, the one thing that they have, there's a couple things they have in common, but the one major thing that all of them have in common is they are wise with their time. Every single person who is what we call filthy rich in this world, who is a millionaire, trillionaire, billionaire, every single one of them is efficient with their time. I want to plant that thought seed in your head today. Every single person who we call rich in this world is efficient with their time. I repeated it 3 times because I really want you to get it. Efficient with their time. Your time is your biggest commodity, not your money. How you spend your time will determine your money. How you spend your time can determine relationships. How you spend your time will determine your physical well-being. How you spend your time determines every single area of your life. Most people don't think about that, but it's true. A quote that I have that I've said often is, those who don't value their time won't value yours either. And that's why we're talking about this topic today. So let's talk about the 3 different areas. I'm probably not going to be on as long today. Friendships. When you have people that you notice don't give any thought to time, time is not a commodity to them. Your time won't be a commodity to them either. They're the biggest people that waste your time because they don't even value their own. How are they going to value yours? They can't keep appointments. They don't try. Everybody's organized different, so sometimes people try and fail. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they don't even try to manage their time. If people don't try to manage their time, they are absolutely 100% guaranteed to waste yours. Why? Because they don't understand the value of time. It's just like if Bobo the fool over here flushes money down the toilet, you're gonna partner with them to budget your money? Probably not. Why would you partner with someone who doesn't value time so that they can waste yours? Because these same people, when they're friends, these are the people that will say, oh, let's do the most inefficient thing to get the thing done that we want to do, because they don't understand time. Right? These people will waste your time. They will have you running around doing extra stuff that because they don't ever plan. So people who don't understand time will definitely not plan. Those who understand time will, at least to some degree, make plans. They will plan their time. They will plan an accomplishment. They will plan. Even if it's just a tiny little plan, they will plan. They're going to absolutely waste your time. So you would be wise to pay attention to how people value time and then decide whether or not you want them in your inner circle. Because you were inviting waste into your space. You were inviting someone who flushes money down the toilet. Most of us would consider that person to be a fool. Someone who is foolish with their time is also a different kind of fool. They're going to waste your time. They're going to waste, just like they would waste your money because they don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to manage their own time. They're not going to manage themselves around your time either. So what I'm saying is you want to be mindful of those who don't think about time as a commodity, because they're going to waste yours. But likewise, if you see a person and you see that they do value their time, they try to plan things out. I don't mean that they're perfect. I don't mean that their plans are always good, but they try to value their time. They're likely going to try to value yours too. So there are selfish people that don't, but they're kind of the outliers. Most people who value time and see it as a commodity, they're going to try to come at you with the most efficiency. Oh, you have so and so, such and such to do? Well, let me do this so that you don't have to waste time doing that. I'll do this. That's how a person who values time thinks. You want them in your inner circle. And again, I'm telling you guys this every week because I want you to take all of this, take this whole bolt of character assessments and implement it in your life, and it will make a positive, majorly positive change in your life. But again, only if you use it. Now let's talk about romantic relationships. I'm sure you guys can hear the bulldozers outside with the snow. So now let's talk about romantic relationships. If someone does not value time, I would absolutely not date them. Like I live by this rule. You could have lots of money, you can be cute, you can be smart, you can be a really nice person. But if you don't value time, you are absolutely going to waste mine and you are going to slow me down. I don't know about y'all, but I got things to do and places to go. So you're not wasting my time. And you need to take on that same attitude. If when you're dating, that's even worse than friendship when it comes to the closeness, because you're dating, that's as close as you can get to a person, at least it's supposed to be. And if it's not, then you're in the wrong kind of relationship. But dating relationships or romantic relationships, whether it's dating or marriage, you are close to the person. So what they do with their time directly affects your time even more. With a friend, you can kind of distance yourself a little bit, put them in your outer circle of friends instead of your inner circle so that they don't waste your time. But with a relationship, everything they do affects you because you're tied together. You're in a relationship. So there are varying degrees of it as you're dating, of course, but either way, you're still meshing together and they're wasting their time. They're going to waste your time because they're going to be inefficient. They don't think about how they spend any hours. Oh, I'm just sitting around. I'm bored today. I'm sorry, y'all. And this might be offensive, but when I hear people are just like, I'm bored. And I don't mean that they're bored because they plan on having a day off and they made no plans on purpose. Okay, they might be bored. I'm not talking about that because I can do that too. Although I don't understand being bored because I'm never bored. But I'm my own little party. Anybody who knows me just laugh because you know it's true. So, but when people can't think of what to do with their time, that means that they are spending a colossal amount of time wasted because they don't have any plans. They might not have any goals. And that's the kind of person that I don't want in my inner circle, because if they have no goals, they're 100% going to waste time because they don't know what target to shoot for. So they don't know how to manage your time because they don't have anything they're going for. Now that's just a little deeper dive of thinking into it, but it is actually true. And it's something you want to think about when you're looking at the people around you. I want you to remember what I said today. Look at the people around you tonight, tomorrow. Look at them. Are these time wasters? Do they value their time? I don't mean are they perfect. I don't mean do they not waste time because they tried something and it didn't work. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there's no care or concern or effort at treating time as a valuable commodity. A wise person understands that time is, again, like I said earlier, it is more valuable than money because it can be used to make money. You cannot use money to make time. Now, let's talk about business partnerships. When it comes to business partnerships, someone who doesn't value time will lose your money. Point blank, period. They're going to lose your money because time is used to make money, and they will waste a lot of it because they will not plan, they'll be inefficient, however it is that they waste their time. If they don't consider time a commodity, I would hold off on becoming a partner with them in any business in any kind of way if you can avoid it. Business partnerships are different because business partnership is a choice. I don't mean that you have to do business with someone because you work for a company and they're the manager or they're the executive or whatever. That's a different situation. You don't always have control over that, but you can try to minimize your dealings with them or try to make your time with them more efficient. If I have to be in a meeting with this person who doesn't value time, and I work for a company, I have to be in this meeting with them, I'm going to create an agenda that's efficient, that works for me, because I know that they're not. I know that they're going to go on and waste time. I'm going to keep the conversation short and have the specific bullet points so they can shut up and we can move on. If you know this, that's a way to get around it. There are other ways, but that's one that I can suggest. If you have to take the upper hand and make plans and do things to get around them, then do it. But when it comes to business partnerships, if the person does not value time, you are guaranteed they're going to waste yours. You are guaranteed to lose money, because in one form or another, something is going to be inefficient because they don't even understand the value of time. If they don't even have that understanding, there's no way that they're going to maximize your bottom line, period, end. So I just want you to think about that. Time wasters. Not only do I want you to look at the people around you, I want you to take this assessment to yourself as well. How are you spending your time? Do you budget your time? You really should. I don't mean rigidly, just I'm not going to spend more than 1 hour on TikTok today. I am going to budget my time and cook something in less than an hour. If it costs me more than an hour, then I'm not going to do it. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to give you a little mind shift today. I want you to think of time as money. The more time you have, the more dollars you have. What are you going to do with those dollars? Now, a billionaire would say invest, right? Because most of them do, right? If you want to make more money, investment is a great way to do it. It's one of the many ways to do it. So why aren't we thinking of our time that way? What do you want for your future? How are you investing your time to get there? Are you investing your time in spending 50% of your nights off after work watching stupid TV instead of spending that time doing something that's going to work towards the future of you opening your own restaurant, of you starting that new business, of you opening that shelter for women, or whatever it is that you want to do? How are you spending your time? Think about that. All right, so now I'm going to go to questions and comments here. Yes, this is a tool to put in your chest. Yes, it's a great topic. Richness in time and health, not money. Ooh, I like that she added health there. So Erica said richness in time and health. I agree with you, because you can have money, but that you can have money, but that can't replace your health. And you can use money to help parts of your health. But if you have cancer or some other degenerative or lupus or something that is degenerative, and they have no cure for it, money's not going to solve that. You can use money to cushion it a little bit and help, but you can't heal it with money. You can use your time to be healthier. Use your time to cook healthier food that's delicious. I do it. Healthier foods that are actually delicious, instead of using your time to eat the garbage at Burger King. Now, I like the Whopper too, but how much of your time are you spending on that versus cooking, where you could be making yourself healthier? You are investing your time. Here's something I want you all to do. This is a little free coaching tip for you. I want you to go home, or I want you to take out a pen and paper, or use your phone, whatever is easier for you. I want you to write out. I want you to take tomorrow. Let me have you do this tomorrow. I want you to write down what you did every hour of the day, every 24 hours. If you slept from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., then you put sleep for each one of those hours. Write 24 lines, write what you did in each hour. If you did 3 things in that hour, write down those 3 things. Do that. And then go back and look at that sheet. How did you spend your investment? How did you invest your coins, your time? Think about that. All right. should figure out your needs outside of relationships so that you don't become codependent. Let's talk about that. That is a big statement. Oh my God. Yes. You should figure out your own needs so that outside of relationships so that you don't become codependent. But let me tell you, figuring out your needs outside of a relationship so that you don't become codependent, a lot of times you need help with that because none of us can be, we're not truly, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not truly able to look at ourselves in a balanced way. We're always going to be biased when we look at ourselves because we're human. That's normal. It's natural. But you do need to, yeah, because I talked about relationships before. And then she says they end up wasting time being all involved in a relationship and not growing as an individual. That is so true. And it's so true. Oh, thank you, Erica, for putting that. Let's talk about that. So you get into this relationship. I loves him. I loves her. And then you just, I'm going to spend all my time showing them how much I loves them. And you are codependent. That's how some of y'all look. You are codependent. You are investing in the hope for love. You're investing in this person. But you haven't made sure that, number one, they're worth the investment. And you haven't really examined why you're investing in them. Now, if you're investing in someone because you genuinely think this is a good life partner for me, this person helps to build me up, and I believe in them and I want to invest in them, that is beautiful and healthy. And oh my God, I'm so happy for you. But let's be real. For at least 80% of y'all, that's not the case. You are investing your time in a hope that this person will fill a void that they were never meant to fill. That man, that woman will never fill that void. And it's unfair for you to expect them to. Codependency is another topic, and not going to talk about that today, but it is relevant because codependency sometimes is the reason why we're spending such an investment into someone that we're wasting. Now, when it comes to relationships, we might waste our time investing in something that doesn't work out. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're stupid or that you did something wrong. It is par for the course. It's natural part of what happens. However, if you are using character assessment before you make the investment, you can reduce the risk of having a bad outcome. So if you are going to invest money into your funds, into a particular thing, you're going to make a financial investment. Do you not research that investment to make sure you are making a good investment with your money? Every wise person does. Every rich person who's a millionaire and billionaire does. So why aren't you doing the same thing with your time? Is this worth my investment? Are you getting in arguments with stupid people who you know are just stupid? Why are you wasting your time arguing with fools? Let them sit in their stupidity and move on. And I know I'm talking to a lot of you right now. Stop arguing with stupid people. And sometimes they're not stupid, they're just ignorant. And those are two different things. Ignorant means they genuinely don't know. Why are you spending time arguing? Spend that time building instead of breaking yourself down. Because when you argue with fools, you're not changing their mind because they're already blah, 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 blah. You are breaking yourself down because now you are taking your energy, and that's a whole nother topic because your energy is just like money. How you spend it is just as big as time. So you're taking your time and you're investing it in, you're taking your time and you're investing it in foolishness. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Let's see. Somebody said they were guilty of, what did they say? Guilty of TikTok crimes. Yeah, we all get caught up in TikTok. But what you have to do is discipline yourself and give yourself a cutoff time. I have literally done that. I'll be busy. I need to get something done by tonight, and I'm looking on my phone for something in particular. I get caught up in a TikTok video or Instagram or even Facebook, whatever it is, and it's just like, oh, this is good. Oh, I love the way she dances salsa. Let me comment on this. Next thing you know, 20, 40 minutes later, now I'm behind on my plans for the day. We all do that, right? And that's just a matter of self-discipline. We have to be a little more self-conscious to make sure we give ourselves cutoff dates. All right, I'm only going to check social media when I'm on lunch. It's off limits until 9 o'clock tonight. Sometimes you got to do that with yourself, and that's okay. That is an example of good time management and good self-discipline, and it's okay to do that. Yes, Erica says she cooks great too. Let me tell y'all, I am a cook and I love cooking. I've been told that I should open up a restaurant. I'm not interested in opening a restaurant though, because so much more work than that. But I do love cooking. I didn't know my screen froze. Sorry about that, guys. I can't tell. Energy, yes, for another Monday. I'm going to talk about energy too, because it's just as important as your time. Because energy you use within time, but time is your biggest commodity. All right, I got through the comments so far. If you guys say anything else, please go ahead and write it now. Otherwise, I'm gonna be out because I do have stuff to do too. All right. Well, thank you guys for attending, and I will see you all very soon. Stop in next week for our next MindShift Monday, and I also want to remind you, Erica, if you could please put your link in the comments that people can go to at 8 o'clock. Erica is my business partner, and she's a therapist, and she does Mental Masters Mondays right after me at 8 o'clock on her page, and they're really good. And she, she's therapist, so she talks about different stuff than me. But she's real raw and honest, and you can ask her real questions, and she will answer them for you live. And therapy's not cheap, so get some for free. And also, please make sure you like the MindShifter page on Facebook, and visit FatimaBey.com if you want to learn more about my my coaching packages and what I offer. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.